Hello and welcome back to Little Howtown Plays Demoncrawl. We're just going to jump right back in. Codex, there's this little mark items as seen thing, and if you're like me and don't want to try to find all of the items that you just picked up on your last run, you're just going to click it to get rid of that alert. Alright, back into the forest we go. So that first run was a little wonky. The cankers... Oh. Gross. What is this? Dreamcatcher, when you start a stage, your guaranteed objects spawn inside bubbles? I have no idea what that means. So let's take it. We shouldn't have taken damage there, but the first level only hits you for 1, so no big deal. So this is our first... last episode, we talked about mods to stages, modifiers. This one has a null mod. It says monsters deal damage to your max life. So every time we take a hit on this level, we lose a max life. Like a heart container. Truly horrifying. We only have $7. Can't really justify... Wow, this is so tiny. What on earth is that? Alright. We have an edge. Let's try to not take damage. Hey. Now I think what we can do is wait for this bubble to appear over an empty cell and click it. Yep. And then open it. What do we get? If you spend at least 30 coins in a shop, it remains open. This can be a good tool. I have used it to some effect. Best news of all, we did not take damage, so we didn't have to lose max life there. We still only have 7 coins. We have 2 shops already. But we are just going to be straight up going into the desert. Maximum hit of 2 here. There's that chest thing again. I don't know how helpful that could be. We will heal. Let's pick up this bric-a-brac. We do have the ability to heal once more. Let's drop this item and see what it is. Demon Seed. There's a whole mechanic in this game revolving around these, and I haven't really used it to much effect, at least in my playthrough so far. So you add a random stage mod to the selected stage, and you restore lives equal to your number of omens. So you make a level harder, but you also have to be carrying omens to really have any net positive effect with it. So that is something we will just hold on to for now. We are fully healthy. Let's just get out of here. Did not pick up much money. We did level up. Got another token. Dude, the Who-Man avatar. We will probably become the human as soon as we can, because that's funny. I don't want to be this little chickadee anymore. I can go to the strands, get hit for up to 3. 10 coins is not personally enough for me to go to a shop. This is enough for me to go to a shop. Let's open this chest. Set your max life to 1 and gain 3 revives. That seems incredibly dangerous. So let's see if we can find an opportunity to use that item, because revives are pretty good. It means you died and you come back. I have no idea how many heart containers you come back with when you revive. It's not a mechanic that I've really abused. So we've come down to a corner where we're going to be pretty much just guessing. We know it's not these 2, but the information that we have is that it's a 50-50. Basically, we're got a 50% chance of getting hit in the mouth. So we'll pick up this health, and we will take an oh boy, I should have moved that finish button over somewhere. What does this say? Mana is distributed randomly. This we do know to be true. So no XP bonus. Not a big deal. I want to go to a shop and see what we can... We still can't buy the expensive item. You may have multiple legendary items. Is okay. We don't have a lot of legendaries open. Spawn familiars on the visible cell or cells with the highest value. That might be worth it. Reveal a number of random cells equal to the visible cell with the highest value. This is a one-time use for $4. Might get us out of a tight jam, I'll be honest. So let's buy both. We haven't really been able to use items to great effect yet. But like if we get a level with a lot of 4s open or something like that, like maybe the highest is a 2, and we have a bunch of 2s open, we can spawn a lot of familiars, which may give us an advantage. I really want to try to use this halo item, but we are not in a position to be tampering with that just yet. Wade into the endless blue. Can get minimum hit of 2, but the 4 is a one-shot. So let's try to not be one-shot. $14 is not going to save our lives. Okay, that's much better. So yeah, I'm kind of interested finding out what other people's level of experience with Minesweeper is. Like I said, especially in high school, played it pretty regularly. It was one of those things you could kind of just zone out to. I think it's the same kind of way people would play Tetris. It's like eventually you kind of would just glaze over, and you'd see the patterns without necessarily having to think through them so deeply. And that was always something I enjoyed to do back then. I put in a lot of hours. I found out some people were really crushing it on the speed front. So I would try to work on the same. I have no idea what my record time is. It's not great. But I was just like the hard mode board with it's like 99 mines, that kind of thing, and I would sit there and smash on it. I have a Minesweeper on a tablet that plays well. I think it's just called Q Minesweeper. It's by someone called Spica, I think, S-P-I-C-A. It's an excellent app. It plays very fluidly. It's a great translation into those kind of controls for touch. My win rate's about, I think, 8% on the hard setting. So nothing great, but I don't really like to slow down and play sensibly. We have another store. Let's go to a store. What I like about this game is there's just a lot more to do in it than normal Minesweeper. I really like collecting items and trying to be clever. 1 soul for each consumable item you have. For the next 300 turns, you cannot restore life. So a soul is a heart container that's filled. How many consumables do we have? We've got 3 right now. That's pretty good. 1 armor. When you consume an item, gain coins equal to half its value. So armor is something you can wear. It's like a one-time use because you can put it on. But like, once you take damage, the armor blocks the first damage and it breaks. So you don't get a lot of value out of it, but we could buy it just... No, we can't buy both. Dang it. Alright, what does this do? Consume an item, gain coins equal to half its value? No, I think this is the way to go. The gain soul thing. What is this? Decrease the lifespan of your saw blades each turn. I don't have a saw blade, do I? Spawn a saw blade whenever a status effect is completed. I have no idea what that does. Alright. What I want to know, is there a way to cleverly pop this? I kind of want to use this, and then use this, but it's incredibly risky. What do these things do? Start a stage guaranteed to spot with bubbles, spend at least 30 coins in a shop, it remains open. Well, I can't spend 30 this time. We haven't used this. We haven't used that. I think we definitely want to buy this, but maybe we don't want to use it immediately. Maybe we can try to get some more consumable items. Let's go to the next level. Hits for up to 5, which is 1 shot. So let's not get hit. I want the chests. Okay, that's technically helpful. Even if not immediately so. So yeah, outside of knowing how Minesweeper works a little bit, I really haven't played. I'm much more of a casual gamer in my history. I've only really started playing different types. Boy, I really want to clear that cell. The temptation is to just touch it, but that might kill me. I've only been playing video games for a couple of years now, and I've gravitated very strongly towards games with roguish, I call it roguish elements. I don't really like to fight terms and definitions. I don't really care if it's what something is called. What interests me is permadeath, random item generation, random level generation. And this game has that in spades, which is one of the big reasons that I like it so much. I like the framework to kind of stay the same. 1, 2, 2, 1. Has to be one of those two. Cannot be this one. This is the thinker right here. So not this one. Good. It was the thing I wanted to do a long time ago, and it was right. But it was absolutely a guess back then. Hey, look, we didn't take damage for another level. That's amazing. Globetrotter. I don't know what that means. We XP'd up. Get 3 tokens at level 5. Look at me go. Oh no, 6. Another shop. So we don't have 30 coins to spend, but as soon as we do, we could... So the Dark Volcano sounds truly awful. Hit for up to 5, so it's one shot, and it also has poor visibility. I do not like this. Basically, you just can't see things. Oh, it's one of these things. Globetrotter, complete 20 stages. So we're gonna, long-term, get more tokens up here with these daily mission things. We have to crank up the levels in order to just open more slots. I do not want to do this level without changing the equation somehow, either with revives, using this. I want to know how much HP we start with on a revive. That would really help me decide when to use this. Let's go to a shop. I know that it won't stay open because we can't, well, we can buy anything. Gain 5 coins multiplied by 1/10 of this number? 0.1. Sum of the target 3 by 3. Let's say that we can get 8 ones. So 8. 5 times 0.8. So it's like 4 coins that we were talking about. That does not seem very strong. If we can go to a high cluster, let's see if we can get 20. 22 is 10 coins. Boy, that just does not seem worth it, especially for spending 27. Wish pool per stage. You may right-click a wish pool to go fishing. Reduces its charges by 1. Pass a turn and see what you reel in. The uncooked fish that you get from this isn't great. I don't know how to cook fish, but it also offers like this progressive power-up. This may be worth considering, although this will give us more souls if we're just holding it. When we use the other thing, explode the visible cell with the highest value. And all surrounding cells. I think that's fine. The reason we're actually taking this is to use the Last Supper to greater effect. So I think we do it. Let's use that. I have 3 revives. And let's use Last Supper. And now we're back up to 5 of 5 health, and we have 3 revives. I think this was the right play. It feels strong. We're still in one-shot territory, which really sucks. We don't have any defense, and we haven't had a way to get defense yet. But see, this is the dark mode we were talking about. Really. So we're gonna zoom out, so I don't have to deal with this quite as directly. The health is nice. I almost misclicked. We're just gonna try to play real clean and not need the health. Let's get this chest. See what she... Heart key. When you collect a heart, a random visible monster becomes your familiar? Whenever a familiar dies spawn a heart? That is situationally advantageous. And this is not that situation. So, if at all possible, I would like to get through the first quest on this, our second attempt. Look, dude, it's a familiar. can pay him to do stuff for us, but I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to get a lot of value out of that kind of purchase. If we could get him to move down here and do this thing. What is this? Oh, so we can't heal right now. I forgot about that. That's a lot of turns. We have a thing that cancels status effects. We do not. Must have been the last time we played. This is a nightmare. This might kill us. We do have a couple revives, so it won't immediately end our run. But we're guessing. We are guessing down there. So let's see what we can do to finagle. Spawn familiars on the visible cell with the highest value. So there's a 4 down here. Are there other? Is there a 5 anywhere? I'm gonna use this. Alright. Let's hope that it helps us clear this out. So as you can see, we've got some familiars around the board. This is me trying to be cheeky and clever. Oh man, I am stuck everywhere, aren't I? Got 11. Random direction each turn revealing cells. Yeah. Of course, I found the one that very nearly killed us. So we cannot use these hearts that we're exposing because of this counter, which is pretty bad. But now that we've taken 1 hit... Dude, seriously? What is this doing? Whenever you collect a heart, a visible monster becomes your familiar. Spawn a heart. Whenever a familiar dies, spawn a heart. Wow. Well, we needed the help clearing this out. Yeah, I know I can't restore life. I was hoping that the monster became my familiar. It doesn't look like it did. The good news is, this got cleared out in a way that let us beat the level without having to succumb to more damage. We didn't need to pay for him. We can't collect health. So we're going to collect all of it and just laugh at the fact that we're very close to death. Ha 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 ha. Onward. How many levels we got? 3 more playables. This is another shop. How hard is it hitting? Down to up to 6? I don't know. I was feeling pretty good, but now I'm not. I don't have any omens, so I'm not healing from this demon seed. Reveal a number of random cells equal to the visible cell with the highest value. I honestly don't think we have enough money to go shopping either. I think we absolutely have to risk it. Boy, that's rough. No. This isn't ideal. We can buy 2 items, technically. What does this do? Whenever you would lose an item, lose this item instead. Not great. This lets us take a look at a cell that makes us guess. Like when you have to guess, like a 50-50, for instance. $10 and we can not have to guess. Gain between 1 and 5 coins for 40 mana. How much do we need coins? 40 mana is not a lot, and we only have this one other magic item that we're charging with the mana. So we'll probably be able to cycle that pretty hard and get coins, but we only have 1 more shop. What is this? I don't need help. Target cell is revealed. I think we take this so we don't die. I don't know, dude. That doesn't seem super helpful. Alright, let's get into the wilds. Zoom in a little. Tell you what, man. These openings are brutal. I think we're gonna have to just guess and use a revive. Now, let's... Killed it. Didn't use it. That's amazing. Good guess. Alright. So that gives us a start. Seems like it was a good item. I'm gonna pop this open. $6 is not gonna win us the game. I will say that about it. Has to be this one. Can't be that one. Can't be these three. Not in love with that. 2, 3, 4. Has to be this one. Alright, I think we've got an edge now. Over on this side. Yeah, it looks like we'll be okay for the time being. Hey. Let's see. How cleanly we can play. So if you can't tell, this is absolutely the first time that I've tried recording video for the internet. Hopefully, this is content that you're enjoying. Oh my goodness. So I got a revive, and I kept 5 health. That's unbelievable. I wonder if it just lets you keep as many HP as you had. Because if so, dude, we played that exactly right. We may very well be able to come away with a win now that we know this. And I am less nervous than I was mere moments ago. We have cleared the level. We still cannot heal. I would love to be able to remove that status. Is there anything we can do? Become my familiar. No, he did not. Who's it? That is we Neofiend, the lordly bugbear. I am not convinced, but it does kind of seem like names are randomly generated. Do what is this? The horsing around avatar? We will become the horse next play. We will become a horse. Hit for up to 6 is terrible. But we have no choice. There's nothing else to do besides run in and try to not die. Please give me an edge. Thank you. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Jackpot. At the start of each stage, reveal any cells that have guaranteed objects in a 3x3 area. That sounds great. Okay. Let's pick up stuff. I'm not going to hold back on the off chance that we're going to find that. I think it's called the Iron Bank, where we can get more HP containers for diamonds and chests. But I'll be honest, I mean, after finding out that the revive seemed to let us keep all of our HP containers, I am... I pressed the wrong button again. That's going to kill me. Dude, it did kill me. We're down to our last revive. Dang it. Well, with that one misclick, because I don't like to slow down and play deliberately, we may die. Because we still have at least one more level to make it through. And of course, that level's going to hit the hardest of all of them. This music is so relaxing. It does not match my emotional state. I'm gonna die. Right now at all. Okay. We can't even solve that corner, so that's definitely gonna kill us. Let's see if we can clear the rest of the board. Okay. Absolute guess, because we couldn't do anything but guess there. Oh, got lucky on a guess. And somehow got out of there. Still can't restore life. Okay. How many... Alright, we might as well go to the store and try to spend all of our money. If it's at all possible. I'll just buy whatever. Spawn random loot whenever a monster dies. Reduce the stage's max power by 1 is an excellent item. What does this do? Transform all loot landmarks and into new objects of the same category. Now we're taking this. Alright. Last level of Quest 1 is the Sealed Brink. In Pursuit of the Void, hits for at least 3, which will kill us. When you enter this stage, seal 3 inventory slots. Basically what this means... does it say the first 3? No, it just says 3. It doesn't say whether or not it's random. Anyways, These are our inventory slots. When they are sealed, we cannot use the item. Now, if it's these first 3, we don't really care. We're not going to be using the Demon Seed anyways. I don't want an extra stage mod at all. And we don't have any omens, so we won't heal off of it. When you start a stage, this is just passive. It doesn't matter if this is locked, but if a magic item is locked, you just can't punch it anymore. Or a 1x item like this candle, you just can't use it. So we do have a couple 1x that we need to make sure that we're going to use on this last level. And we'll use that to, like, avoid a guess. We'll probably use the bugle once we've got some things open. Judgment time is upon us, folks. Let us see how it goes. So I'm going to try to slow down, because I would love to come away with a win right now. Ooh, I did not mean to touch that. I have a very specific way that I, like, click cells so that I can see safety in front of me before clicking. And I like to kind of just stick to it. I cannot believe that I messed that up. See this one right here? Yeah, I didn't. That is pretty bad. So we have a 4 visible, but it's the only 4 in the level. So the spawning monsters thing isn't going to be great for us right now. But we will press onward. I'm going to pick up these coins just so I'm not looking at them. Boy, we are rocking a hard place right now. Let us see what we can do. Reveal a number of random cells equal to the visible cell with the highest value. So this reveals 4 random cells. That might be helpful. So this would explode these 4, but I don't know that that would be especially helpful. It kind of would be. It's possible it would be helpful. What does this do? Spawn familiars in the visible cell with the highest value. So 1... No, that's not good enough. Well, we used it, and apparently there was a higher cell over here somewhere. And we just cleared a lot. Dude, made in China? I did not know that. So can we use this to bounce back? Maybe. Must, can't. Has to be one of these 2. Can't be these 2. It must be this one. So that's good. Well, this corner is impossible. Great. So the level hits for up to 6. But the 5-6 is basically lethal for us right now. So we really... What is this box? $18 does not a safe boy make. Really wanted an item to help me pull through this, the ultimate stage of Quest 1. Again, it's one of those moments in the game where I realize that the music really doesn't match my emotional timbre. Let's see. I do not like the way this looks. Let's see how it randomly locked 3 slots. It didn't even affect us. Reveal a number of random cells equal to the visible cell with the highest value. I see a 4. Is that the only? Is that still the highest cell? Revealing 4 does not seem super great right now. Spawn familiars on the visible cell. There's 4 4s right now. Okay, so what is that? Okay, help me, please. Please help me. The cell is a monster. Kill it, otherwise lose this item. So I want to use this once somewhere to guarantee it, because I want to... I did not move the items. So we can pick up these bones. They do something, right? Can we restore lives yet? I don't think we can. So it's one of these 2, not this one. So they got to move. Okay. That's what I really wanted, was them to start moving. But I'll be honest, dude, I think we're still at a guessing stage. Even with my familiars wandering around. So this is a 1 in 4 chance. Alright, we took a guess. We got a heart. We revealed a monster. We revealed another monster. Alright, I think we're rolling now because we can finally start depending on our familiars to give us a little bit of a hand. Oops, I meant to... I have this extreme desire to scroll up and down with my mouse wheel, and I would like all levels to be tall and not wide, so that you can just kind of go up and down with the mouse wheel. And then keybind the zoom function to the keyboard somewhere. It is my greatest dream in this game to be able to scroll with my mouse instead of zoom. Every time we can clear a cell, these dudes move. And that every time they move, it's a potential that they're going to help us. We should be trying to clear cells slower. Like literally one at a time to give them more movement. But I think I talked about it in my first video. I have the hardest time slowing down that much. I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Binding of Isaac, another classic roguish game. But one of the most fun things you can do in it is get powerful and then steamroll. Like literally run through the rooms. Love that power tripping. And it's kind of the same thing for me in this game. Like, I really just want to tear through. Okay. So this sucks. But we might have an item that helps us through that. This is a guess. We have 50 more cells before we can heal, so we will never heal again. I don't think we can... What does this say? Cannot restore life. So this bones will not, because it says restore lives. Whenever a monster is revealed, reduce the stage's power by 1. What is our power now? 3. So we can take one guess completely safely. This is not recharged. That's not recharged. Reveal a number of cells equal to the visible cell with the highest value. So that reveals like 4 cells right now in a moment that we're almost done. Let's go ahead and use it. Was that helpful? It looks like it revealed marked cells. Not just cells that were unmarked. There's only one monster left. 4. So it has to be one of these two. And it's literally a guess. I think we can just guess. We've done it. We're picking up these hearts just because we can. Chivo cleared quest 1. Double bump. Oh, not quite the triple XP bump. Got 3 more coins. For tokens, rather. And we have finished Glory Days. The Raging Dream skin is very proud of you. I do not know who that is. New high score, obviously. New mastery available. What do we do? Destroy the first omen you receive. I do not know how we unlocked that. So we unlocked this legendary item. If you are injured, loot may drop in cells with a value greater than 0. Okay. I don't know how that's helpful. Maybe you can drop omens that way. So now we can buy the second quest. So let's do it. Let's go to the Codex. We did have the Astrolabe. We spent at least 30 coins in the shop. Yeah. We're just going to mark these. And we're going to go to the token shop. We are going to unlock quest 2 for next time. 42 tokens. That's so good. I don't know if this XP boost is worth it. I'm going to hold off on it for a while. So we unlocked one of these, right? Very surprising. I don't think I ever unlocked this in my last attempt at the game. But I'll be honest, we don't have another one. So we might as well pick it up. And we will select that on our next run as our special ability. Now, Exorcist 2 unlocks by completing a hard quest with no omens. I didn't even know there was a hard... Did I know there was a hard mode? I might have. Anyways, I think that's all we're going to be unlocking. And before we forget, let's change our dude up. I can't believe I could have changed profiles and saved my old... whatever. Dude, we can be the human or the horse. I think we're going to be a horse for now. Well, thanks so much for joining me. Hopefully you'll come back, and we'll play Quest 2 next time. Until then, be well.